Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Same old coffee with the same old creamer. Well, today it's going to be 70 degrees and I just heard my heat kick off. So it went down into the 50s and it's supposed to be a sunny, hazy day today. And I think we're getting a lot of the air quality from Canada with all the wildfires going on up there. What a shame. Well, I don't know. Seems like there's a lot of wildfires going on. So today I think I'll do one less planting of a few seeds, not many, and then I can give that a break for a little bit before I start doing a little succession planting. I'm going to see if I can get one more crop of lettuces planted. Not today, because I still have a lot of lettuce. But I really would like to start walking again. I used to walk every day. That was years ago. And I really enjoyed it. And I've started up a few times in the last couple years. But I want to get back to it because I really enjoy it. It's good exercise and it's very relaxing to me and therapeutic. So I really enjoy spending time outdoors, and I miss that in the winter. Around here, the winters seem so long. Well, it seems like every morning the last couple days, there's been people out there. I know the fiber optic people were out there. People come and pick up their mail. The mailboxes are like right in front of my house, the community mailboxes. So there's always somebody walking their dog, getting their mail. Well, anyway, I'm going to give my coffee a try. Yes, I got a new mug. This way I know it's my mug. Well, I know that anyway. So I'm very happy to have my chocolate creamer back. So let's give the coffee a taste. Cheers. Yep, very good. So far my little coffee maker here has been working fine. It uses both the loose coffee and coffee pods. And I did like my Chefman, but it kept breaking. It only lasted like a year and a half, and then it broke. So far this one's working okay. Plus it makes iced coffee and hot coffee. But I am going to start making my iced coffee with the Dollar Tree French vanilla or hazelnut coffee. And it's just cheap coffee, but it makes really good iced coffee. And I make that in a mason jar. So it's getting to be that time of the year where I enjoy iced coffee. So, all right, well, I will meet you at the budget book, and we'll see what went on yesterday with my finances. All right, here we are back at my budget book. So yesterday I did spend money. I went back to Mark's. I got some more of those Kratky planters. I plan on using those in my indoor garden to start seeds and grow herbs. So I got those, and then I needed a new hose, so I also stopped at Dollar General and bought a couple of small lightweight hoses. They were $15 a piece, and I wanted two of them so I don't always have to schlep the hose around. because it always gets a kink in it. So this way I'll have a hose in different areas of the garden, and I think that'll help a lot with the watering. So that's what I spent, and then I got a great deal on geraniums and sun patience. I don't remember exactly how many packs of 4 I got, but they were regularly $7.99, and I got them for $1. So that was a deal I couldn't pass up, and I needed to plant something in my Mr. Stacky planter. So I figured, why not flowers, because I have a lot of vegetables that I'm already growing. So that's what I bought yesterday, and I don't think I need anything else that I can think of, but as the day passes, I don't know what's going to happen. So anyway, that's what I bought, and I need to get back to no spend. I bought groceries the day before, and I bought quite a bit of fruit. I bought what was on sale. I bought a lot of cherries because I do enjoy them in season. I bought some yellow mangoes, apples, nectarines, because I was out of fruit. And the frozen fruit was few and far between, so I could actually freeze some of that fruit for the future as well. So I'm all stocked up on groceries. I'm good to go with that. All stocked up with my gardening things. And I did buy an extra bag of soil, potting soil, because I was out. So most of the things I bought were useful. So anyway, that's what I spent my money on the last couple days. Have you guys gotten any really, really good deals that you couldn't pass up? Let me know in the comments below. All right, well, this morning I'm going to make some iced coffee. And I have a mason jar, just a wide mouth mason jar. And I got this on Amazon. It was about $12, I think. It's a real fine mesh. And it just fits inside of mason jars. That's what this was made for. So I make my iced coffee with this really cheap Dollar Tree coffee, either French vanilla or hazelnut, depending on the mood I'm in. And I just store it in an old Folgers plastic container. I'm not sure which one this is, if it's hazelnut or French vanilla, but you can mix them up too. So what I'm going to do is put quite a bit of coffee in here, and I'm going to make a concentrate. So I think I'll put like a 1/4 cup of coffee in here, because I want it to be fairly strong, because the ice is going to melt and then it's going to weaken it anyway. So put in a 1/4 cup. And I think I'll even put in a little bit more. Another tablespoon. Because if it's too strong, you can always add more ice. You can add more creamer or sweetener, however you like your iced coffee. So, yeah, I think this makes great iced coffee. I don't like it as a hot coffee. Now I'm just going to fill this up all the way as much as I can in here. I'm going to let the water run in there. And then I'm going to put it in the fridge for 24 hours, and I'll have an iced coffee concentrate. And if you buy iced coffee, the concentrate, it's pretty expensive. So this is really cheap, because this is $1.25 and you don't even use the whole pack. This will probably make at least 4 concentrate bottles. And, you know, you just put the lid on and Bob's your uncle. All right, I filled this all the way up. Now the coffee floats on top, so you want to make sure that gets wet. So stir it around a little bit. I mean, it'll get wet on its own eventually, but this will hasten the process a little bit. It's like when you do dry dirt. It takes a while for it to hydrate. So that's all there is to it. And it makes a really nice, not acidic coffee. And then you can add creamer or sugar or milk, or you can add frothed milk, whatever you like, however you drink your iced latte. And I've had this filter for a long time. Now I know Aldi's a couple weeks ago had a iced coffee maker. I almost got one, and then I thought, yeah, that's kind of silly. You have this thing. So, okay. This is going to go in the fridge now. And then tomorrow, if I feel like having it, I'll have a nice iced coffee. All right, another thing I'm doing this morning is I'm going to plant up these Kratky vases that I bought for $1.99 at Mark's. And I'm going to be planting basil and cilantro. So the instructions say to put a cup of water in here. And the way you set these up, it has a wick in there. And you want to pull the wick up just so that it's just a little bit above the, there's slats in there. And you put the rocks just to the top of the slats. So it sticks up above the rocks. So it comes with these pellets, and even Dollar Tree, if you get there at the beginning of the season, they have the compressed cocoa coir, which is what this is. And you rehydrate it with 2 tablespoons of water. So I already have 4 tablespoons in here because I have 2 pods. So I'm going to stick that in there too. I'm going to let that hydrate, and then I'm going to plant these 2. And these are great for herbs. Now I looked these up on Amazon. They did not have them. They had similar things. They had mason jars with the Kratky top and everything. And those were really expensive, anywhere from $28 to $40. So I looked up the actual name of these. They're called Buzzy. And you can get these for like $7 online. Different providers. It wasn't Amazon. So I'm going to fluff this up, and then I'm going to plant my little seeds. So I'll be back shortly when this is all done. And the rocks that come with this, I only used 1 packet, and it's enough for 2. And I rinsed the rocks in a sieve before I put them in here because they are quite dirty. So I think this will be nice. And I'm not sure how long. It comes with directions. And down at the bottom, it will tell you, it has a little chart. The basil takes 5 to 10 seeds you can put in there. Depth of 1/4 inch, and it takes 7 to 14 days to germinate. So it tells you the different information of whatever seeds you're planting, which is nice. So the instructions are on the inside of the container. And this is what the kit looks like when you first get it, the rocks and the wick and the pellet and the seeds are at the bottom. So, but I think you could maybe do a DIY of this if you get just the Kratky things, or make your own. Whatever you can, make slits in it. Get yourself a wick and some of these little tiny rocks, and you can make your own. You can take a wine bottle if you have a glass cutter and just cut the bottle off and then put everything together. But I think for $7, even if you pay $7, it's not an expensive option if you want to get into hydroponics. So, you know, but you can do your own. You can use a plastic bottle too if you want. You can take a plastic, now this is a pure agua. You know, you can cut this. The water will go in here. You can get a wick. You can put your rocks, cut it here, turn this inside out, put your rocks, get yourself some cocoa core, and you can, you know, this is free. So you might want to do some slits in here before you turn it upside down. I don't know, I haven't made any myself. I thought these were really attractive, and they'll also fit on a windowsill. Now, I'm not affiliated with these at all. I just like to share when I find something useful. I like to share with you guys. So, okay, I'll be back in a second after this is kind of all hydrated. And we'll plant some seeds. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and plant these. Now, this is the cocoa core I got at Dollar Tree. I got a couple of these last year. I haven't seen them this year, but then I haven't really been to the Dollar Tree that much. So I think if they do carry it, it would probably be at the beginning of the season. But you can check online and see if they still have them. But it says you can do 4 4-inch pots, 9 3-inch pots, or 18 2-inch pots. So you could do a lot of these with one of these cocoa cores. And of course, they're $1.25. It says it makes 3 quarts. It expands 10 times. So I think that's a good alternative to if you want to get into this hydroponic garden. Okay, now here it says, and you can get the basil seeds cheap at the Dollar Tree too. You know, I think that's one of the ones that you can get for $1 still, but I'm not sure. So it says you can plant 5 to 10 of the basil seeds. So, there we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put a little layer, because the basil you plant 1/4 inch deep. So I'm going to put a little layer of this in here. I don't want to fill it up because I'm going to put the seeds in and just cover them. So, you know, getting into indoor gardening, if you have a desire to garden and you don't want to smash this down a whole lot, just kind of gently tap it down a little bit. But if you want to get into indoor gardening, this is a good way to get started, is just by trying the hydroponic gardening. And I bought several of these, so what I'm going to do is start seeds in this in the winter. I'm going to do this in the winter sowing. I'm I'm going to try a few different methods. Now you don't want this to be soggy, but you do want it to be damp. And I imagine you can probably cover it with a baggie or something until the seeds germinate, and then you want to take the baggie off. So okay, let's see here. I'm going to plant about 8 seeds. And there's enough in here for 2 or 3 plantings. These are tiny, so I'm going to go ahead and put 8 seeds in, and I'll be back. Okay, I put about 8 seeds in there, and I have a little bit of this left, and I'm going to cover this. I'm going to tap this down just a little bit so the seeds make contact with the growing medium. Not too hard. And then I'm just going to cover this with a nice 1/4 inch layer of the medium. And that's it. And that's the basil. And I'm going to go ahead and plant the cilantro. And I think that's a very attractive looking container. So, okay, that's it. Easy peasy. All right, all done. I got these humidity domes along with some planters, some little plant starters at Mark's too. They were $2.99, and I think there were like 10 of them in there. So I just stuck them over these. They're not real tight, but it'll keep some of the humidity in. And then I just labeled them with these chalkboard labels that I got for 79 cents for, I think, 16 of them. It came with the chalk. So I put the basil. There's my little gnome friend. And cilantro, and the date I started them. So I'm real happy with this find. Okay. Well, I decided to go to Aldi's. They had little ceramic gnome candles, and I wanted one. So I bought that. I bought some ice cream cones to eat with the ice cream that I bought, and they had grapes for $1.49. So since I made homemade yogurt, I thought I'd get some grapes. But I stopped at Penn Station and got one of my favorite sandwiches. So I thought we could have lunch together. And I got some fries too. So I started thinking, sorry for all the noise, just a small one. And I ended up spending $10 for my sandwich and my fries. Some fell out. So I was thinking to myself, you know, sometimes you just gotta buy the lunch. You can't always scrimp and save and scrimp and save. And even if it's, you know, a $10 lunch every now and then that's what it is. So I haven't really taken myself out to lunch for a while. I don't remember the last time I went. I know it hasn't been years, but so I figured we could have lunch together. What's one of your favorite sandwiches? Mine is the artichoke and mushroom at Penn Station. So every now and then when I'm in the vicinity, and Aldi's is like right across the street. I stop in there and get myself a small artichoke and mushroom sandwich and a small fry. And I really enjoy it. So, don't be too cheap with yourself. I mean, I realize it's tough times. It really is. But if it makes you feel better to take yourself out to lunch once a week or once a month or whatever makes you feel good, that's what you should do. So, and it doesn't have to be with a friend. I mean, I'm just here by myself. And I decided to eat in the park. And this little park is near my house. I could have gone home, but I figured, well, it'd be nice to eat it in the park. So there it is. Doesn't that look good? And this is something that I could make myself at home, but I just bought it. It's not a huge sandwich. So let me give this a taste. Now I have made this sandwich at home, and sometimes if I have mushrooms and artichoke hearts, you can get the artichoke hearts at Aldi's actually. I'll make myself one of these, but on a naan bread, and then I eat it like a pizza. And that's tasty too. So I just wanted to tell you that, you know, sometimes you just have to be good to yourself. Like I always say, be good to yourself. You don't want to overindulge or overdo it, you know, and just waste your money. But to me, sitting in a nice park and just having a little chill time, eating a delicious lunch is worth the $10. So, all right, my friends, I'm going to eat my sandwich, and then I'm going to go home and hang out with my doggies for a while. It's 3 o'clock, so this will also be my dinner. I won't eat this and dinner, so it won't be too expensive. So, all right, my friends, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.